Greetings and welcome to Dragonball Daima episode 18. And if you're worried about if you're wondering about the quality of the episode, or at least the audio, it is because I am currently having to stay in a hotel as I'm in between moving into a new home. So, hey, if that is something that is like, what the fuck? Huh? Hold on, wait a minute. This is why I'm having to do this out of a hotel on a different microphone. With that being said, as always, let's jump back into the episode review. And as always, this review will have spoilers. This review will talk about the episode. So if you do not want to be spoiled, please go watch the episode, then come back over here and drop in your comments of what you think about the episode and what you thought about my opinion of the episode, because I have opinions about this episode on so many fucking levels. But hey, that's the spoiler warning. Let's get into it, and let's talk about the things I liked about this episode. Okay, like I know you guys are hyped. I know so many of you guys are hyped about this episode. You guys are just going off all over the place, all over social media, and you're like, oh my god, I love this episode. Yes, please give me everything. I did not have that feeling when watching this episode, and I'll tell you why when I get to the section of why I didn't like the decisions made in this episode. What I loved about this episode was visually. Let's start visually. Visually, fan-fucking-tastic. Like, this episode was so beautifully animated, and I hope that this type of animation continues for Dragon Ball for the foreseeable future. Whenever Dragon Ball comes back, because it will. I've watched the video talking about Akio Ioko's plans for Dragon Ball. I know it's going to come back. They're going to at least animate with what Super, when Torito comes back with Super and he finishes off all that manga, however long it truly lasts. I know they're going to animate it. Dragon Ball is that moneymaker. They're going to do it. With that and if the series continues from here on out with this type of level of animation, even if it's like not as amazing as this episode, maybe it's just like a little bit under this, I will be happy with this, because we saw what Dragon Ball Super could have been when we saw those really, really, really amazing episodes, those really fantastic episodes that were really well done, right? But we all remember those early episodes of Dragon Ball Super, and it was trash, right? So imagine we get the rest of Super to come back, and then we get to see this animation. I would love to see this kind of animation moving forward. The animation for Dragon Ball Daima has been so good throughout the entirety of the series. However, this episode looked fantastic. Holy shit. I loved everything about the animation in this episode. So that was a huge plus for me. Massive, massive win for that. Next thing I loved, my boys Do and Ku showing out, man. Ku always giving props to his brother. I love that Do and Ku didn't become this weird, like, I hate you rivalry brother. No, like, they're in it with each other. They're in it for the long haul. They're like, this is my brother, ride or die till the end. I love that Ku knows he can't physically stand up to where his brother is. But he's not going to he doesn't take that and like try to start something. No, he's like, I'm going to support my brother. My brother's the big fighter. I'm the brains. He's the bronze. And I love that Ku was out there going, let's go, bro. Come on. Like, he was cheering his brother on. And I loved that shit. I loved that when they got exhausted, they got beat up, he threw a giant cookie at Do, and he's like, there you go, come on, do it. And then Do wakes up and he's like, I'm gonna copy you, man. I'm gonna copy you, Goku. And we get a weird Majin transformation Super Saiyan 3 thing. Okay, so like, I know it's not really an actual Super Saiyan 3 transformation. It was probably just him like kind of powering up and then using the fact that his body can do weird things to kind of create the Super Saiyan 3 hair look. Loved that. That was probably one of my favorite things about this episode, because it was so often left field that I loved it, right? Do is so much like a character. He has all that potential of Majin Buu doing wild, wacky things that I love. That's what I loved about the character of Majin Buu when he was introduced. He was this character that we've had like rather serious characters and rather kind of like, yeah, these characters are pretty much as is. You're not going to see anything too crazy with them. Like, we have the transformations and whatnot, right? But imagine, you look at all the villains that have existed in Dragon Ball. They're pretty, yeah, this is how they are, and that's how they're going to look, and they're going to maybe transform, but nothing crazy, right? But then you get Majin Buu's like, I can do literally fucking anything, guys. I'm like magic. He's a fucking like genie character. And I thought that was so cool to see that as a character. That's why I really like Majin Buu. The arc may be, hit or miss, but like I like the concept of what Majin Buu did because it's so wacky, and I love seeing Toriyama do wacky things. So Do so much reminds me of that because he's like, I'm gonna make myself look like Super Saiyan 3 because Goku's the man and Goku has this hairstyle and he's doing it. Holy shit. I was like, fucking love these guys, man. I love doing Coup, and I truly hope. I know we have like 2-3 episodes left at most. I hope nothing happens to Do and Coup. They are the best boys, and they need to live on through this series. And I know we'll probably never see them again because Daima takes place before Battle of Gods, before all of that. I have to say this once again because y'all apparently don't listen to shit. Dragon Ball Daima takes place roughly 1 year after the defeat of Kid Buu. You want to know how you know this? By A, watching the fucking series. B, opening your fucking eyes and your fucking ears when you watch the series. 3, paying the fuck attention. Trunks is 8 years old during the Buu saga. He literally says he's 9 years old in the first episode. They're like, this is my 9th birthday. Right? So please, for the love of God, pay the fuck attention. Stop trying to say this is better good a few years later. It's not. Battle of Gods is officially stated to be 4 years after Kid Buu. I know Super phrases it weird, but Battle of Gods takes place 4 years after Kid Buu. So enough of this shit. I'm tired of seeing it on the fucking internet. What else did I love about this episode? I love the fighting choreography. I loved that the fights looked entertaining. The fighting the whole way through the episode was fantastic. I loved the fights the whole way through. I loved that they literally didn't just completely throw it on Goku's shoulders. I mean, they kind of did, but they didn't completely throw it on his shoulders. Multiple times throughout this episode, we got to see people joining in. We got to see everyone join in for the fight. We got to see Piccolo, Shin, Glorio, T1, Do. We got to see everyone jumping. Even Vegeta for a short time, though they kind of shafted Vegeta at the end. I mean, I feel bad for you Vegeta fans, but he did get his win against T2 and Super Saiyan 3, so I mean, take that. But hey, we still got a couple episodes left. Vegeta might do something. But so I like that. I like the fact that we saw them actively. It wasn't just strictly the Goku only show, right? They actively let people fight and join in with the fighting. What I liked about the end was, the reveal of Purunga. Look, I saw, the reveal of the Demon Realm Purunga. Okay, for weeks, my friend SSBAs has been, given these crazy ideas of, like, what if the Demon Realm dragon looked more like the Aztecian dragon Quetzalcoatl, right? More of a feathered serpent. And the reason why he came up with this theory is because, like, at the end of the outro, or outro or intro, I'm drawing a blank on it, but with one of the outro and the intro, it ends with, basically like an angel feather falling. Now, of course, the outro and intro is more of a nod. That concept's probably more of a nod with Toriyama and whatnot. Right, but that got him thinking. He's like, what if the Demon Realm dragon, it has more of like an angelic look to it. It's got these big, giant, feathered wings and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's a really cool idea because it would be a unique design for the dragon. I know Geekdom months ago put out a video on exactly what the dragon was going to look like. And I know Geekdom is 9 out of 10 times right on most things. So did I think my friend's theory was going to be right? No, but I also hoped to pray that it was, just because I wanted something different from Dragon Ball. Right? So was I mad about the look of the dragon in the Demon Realm looking exactly like the Namekian one? No, because the Demon Realm ones are stated to basically be the first ever Namekian Dragon Balls. And no, the Demon Realm ones are not the first Dragon Balls ever. It logically makes no sense for them to be older than the fucking Super Dragon Balls, because that would imply a whole level of different concepts. And I need you guys to think with your brains for a fucking minute here. How could Dragon Balls be created by a lesser being that could rival and override something like Zeno? Like, think about that for a fucking minute here. Even if Rimus didn't create Zeno and these were beings that have existed, period, and just needed a place to call home, how could someone less than Neva create Dragon Balls that are planetary sized and could undo the magical abilities of someone like Zeno? Like, come on, use your brain here, guys. Also, the manga and the anime of Dragon Ball Super straight up tell you the dragon god Zalama created them. So come on, guys, use your fucking brains here. Stop going off the shit of random Glorio nonsense, okay? Seriously. Fuck. So it makes sense that the Demon Realm Dragon Balls are the original Namekian Dragon Balls, period. And that the Namekian ones that we see in the outer world are basically just a mirror image of the Demon Realm ones. I completely expect, like, come on, that makes perfect sense to me. Him looking red was clearly the nod between the regular dragon and the red dragon from GT. Clearly, he looked cool. Like, he looked cool. I like the design. I like the red look to it. I like the blue, like, stripes running along the inside of his stomach. He looked freaking cool. I liked it. I like Porunga's look in general, and him having that red look with like that those blue lines. Really cool look. And like, I'm not gonna lie, it was a cool color design. I was digging it. I really liked it. So like overall, I liked the episode. All right. I haven't really hated a single episode of Dragon Ball Daima. There were a couple episodes where I'm like, this was a nonsense episode. It served no purpose and it shouldn't have been here. But it didn't mean I didn't enjoy it. I've enjoyed every episode of Daima, including this one, even though I have my issues with it. With that being said, at least this episode wasn't a nothing burger like episode 13. It actually served a purpose because it furthered along the plot with the fight with Goma. However, I know you GT fanboys are salivating at the mouth and you can't control yourself with the reveal of this brand new Super Saiyan 4 transformation. That's why the fucking inner beast within Goku has been unleashed and weird. And he got all monkey man. He's all red and his red fur and he magically grew his tail back and he's moving like a fucking monkey. Well, look, I know Goku's based off of Wukong, so seeing him look more monkey-ish and actually seeing him move like a monkey reminded me of classic Dragon Ball for sure, because if you've watched classic Dragon Ball, Goku moved a lot more like a monkey in a lot of these scenes, right? They really utilized this shit. However, with that being said, him becoming Super Saiyan 4 in this goddamn moment was so stupid, so fucking bullshit, so fucking nonsensical, and guess what? He didn't get the win. He didn't fucking really beat Goma. He barely did anything better than Super Saiyan 3. In fact, if you go back and watch that fight, Super Saiyan 3 Goku fucking did more impressive damage to Goma than anything Super Saiyan 4 did. Super Saiyan 4 ran around, threw Goma, hit him a couple of good times, blasted him through a fucking crater, but he really didn't do anything more than Super Saiyan 3. So Super Saiyan 4 didn't do fucking anything in this episode other than serve as fan service for every one of you that have been salivating and stroking your own self off for years wanting a fucking monkey man Goku in Dragon Ball Super and in the fucking series. You wanted him to become canon so bad that, hey, guess what? I mean, he technically fucking did, but in the most illogical ass fan service ever. Look, I'm all for fan service, but if the fan service comes out of fucking nowhere, if the fan service literally is such a bullshit ass fan service, I don't want it. Give me fan service that narratively fucking works. Give me fan service that actually lines up within the series. Give me fan service that you've been writing about, that you've been teasing through the whole time, and then you capitalize on that fan service. That's how you utilize fan service really fucking well. Imagine if we'd gotten the whole series of fucking Neva, after he met Goku, from the minute he met Goku, he literally is making like Monkey Man jokes. He literally calls him Monkey Man. Now you can say like, well, and most of us probably been like, he just does that because they're Saiyans and they're monkeys. No. See, it'd have been fucking 3D chessing it over because he'd have been like, yeah, Monkey Man, yeah, Monkey Boy. You're right, Monkey Boy. Kept pushing that concept, right? Imagine if Neva spends the entire time he's with the crew constantly calling Goku Monkey Boy. He doesn't call Vegeta that. He calls Vegeta by his actual name, but he always addresses Goku as Monkey Boy because that's where Goku started in his story, as the Monkey Boy, basically, right? So now imagine that shit. Imagine if we'd got Neva saying that the whole time to Goku. And then there's other tidbits where he's like, there's like a primal beast of power inside of you. I bet there's more inside of you than even you realize. Shit like that. And then you capitalize on making him go Super Saiyan 4. Now you actually have a legitimate way of writing Super Saiyan 4 into the fucking series. But no, we get this ass pull out of fucking nowhere, bullshit ass fucking fan service that every one of you have been salivating so bad for. You just ignore the fact that it comes out of fucking nowhere. And for the doofuses that want to keep saying, well, Neva can power up people. It's just magic. You can do that. Neva has only ever powered up one person in the entire fucking series, and it was his own creation, Tamagami 2. Neva has never powered up another person or another being in the entire series of Daima except for his own creation. So it makes sense that he could do it to the thing that he fucking created. not a random fucking dude. Now imagine also if fucking Neva, as soon as he walked up and says, "Hey, I'm going to give you a bit of a boost using some magic. It's going to be some demon key, but I'm going to infuse it with some demon key. I don't know what's going to happen, but I think something's going to come out of it, monkey boy." Imagine if he'd have done that. But no, we don't get that. We get him just walking and going, here you go. It's such fucking ass pull. It's such fucking ass pull. And guess what? You fuckers, he didn't even do anything with it. He didn't even fucking capitalize on it. He didn't get the fucking win. He's immediately fucking removed. And I'm not, look, I've been having enough beef with my friends about this today on this fucking episode, but I will be saying this because my friend SSBAs has been pushing, ranting, raving, fighting with every tooth and nail that he's got that what if they do Super Saiyan 4 in the series? What if they do Super Saiyan 4 in the series? And I said, it won't work because of what happens afterwards. This is supposed to tie and have a connection to Super. I know there's other issues with it, but this is supposed to tie into fucking Super moving forward, right? I go, however, my friend, this is how they can make Super Saiyan 4 work. If they make Super Saiyan 4 work to where it's only something that can happen in the demon realm due to demon realm magic, then they can make it work. Because that way we'll never have to hear any of you bullshitters come out here and say, well, I'm a casual Dragon Ball fan, but I know how this shit can work because why is it because I'm a casual, I have these stupid ass fucking fights of me. How come they never use this fucking power again? I've literally been pushing the fact to my friend that if Super Saiyan 4 happens, the reason why it never reappears again in the series is because it was exclusive to only being something that they could happen and pull off in the demon realm. Now, I said it was something that Goku and Vegeta might be able to discover on their own because I don't like what fucking did with Neva. I'm not against the idea of Neva having crazy magic to do some wild fucking wonky bullshit like this. I'm all for it. But it should have been worked in fucking better. So for those of you that want to go, how does this work? How does he not use it against Beerus? It clearly is intended to just strictly be a Demon Realm exclusive thing, strictly for the fact of fucking fan service. And as long as it stays in the Demon Realm and never comes out of the Demon Realm and never happens again moving forward, like if fucking Goku transforms back into that form when he goes back to the Earth, I'm calling fucking bullshit from the jump. But as long as it's only something he does in the Demon Realm, then I don't even fucking care. Because here's the thing. For those that want to go, how can it ever prove it? As long as Goku or Vegeta do not do it again, I don't care. Because you can leave it in the Demon Realm and it stays there. Because I've been saying this to my friends for years. And I know plenty of you out there have been saying it. If anyone's going to get Super Saiyan 4 moving forward, and making it a more consistently official canon thing. I know this technically makes it officially canon because Toriyama approved it, put it in, and this is his iteration of it. But I've been saying it, I know tons of you have been saying it, Broly. Broly going Super Saiyan 4 makes the most logical sense because of Broly's weird mutation ability, the fact that he's a mutant Saiyan, and then on top of it, you add to the fact that his power is in crazy ability, him being able, and then in the movie, he takes the Ozaru power and embraces it into his own base form. Broly's the perfect person, the perfect character to make an official in Dragon Ball Super Saiyan 4, right? Broly's the only character that works. Do not let Goku or Vegeta do this shit again. Only make it work for fucking Broly. So as long as this form stays exclusive to the Demon Realm, I can ignore it never happening again in the fucking series. But I hate that it fucking happened nonetheless because it was nothing more than a fucking ass pull for you guys to fucking wank off to, and it so fucking pissed me off. This series has set up that it was supposed to have a twist villain. Psych! Not a twist villain. We're just going to do fucking Goma with the third eye. Fuck your twist villain. Oh, hey, we've been hinting since the fourth fucking episode, goddammit, of these little bugs that can take people together and fuse them together to create a new being altogether. We've been talking about, they've been hinting at it all motherfucking series. That fusion was a thing. Literally, last week's episode, Goku loses the fucking pouch, which holds the join bugs in it. You've hinted the whole series that fusion is probably going to be a fucking thing. And then to throw it away right here in the fucking end is the most fuck you goddamn writing I've ever fucking seen. Look, I know the writers don't have to give you what you want as the fan, as long as they are writing what they want. That's all that matters. And I completely understand that as someone that likes writing and has written stories myself throughout the years for my own self, I didn't care if anyone really liked it. I hope they did. But as long as I really enjoyed what I was writing, that's all that really mattered to me. However, However, with that said, you hint so much of this thing being a factor moving forward, and then to not utilize it is such a total fuck you to the fucking fans. It's a total fuck you to everyone. And here's the thing. I know there's 2 episodes left. Here's the thing. The fight technically isn't even over. So I understand that fusion can still fucking happen. And if it does, I'm saying it right now. Hear me out when I say this. If fusion happens next fucking episode, I will gladly fucking praise that shit, because you have hinted at fusion all season. If you don't utilize it, you will have told me to fuck right off as a fan in that regards, because you've just completely disregarded all fucking facts of storytelling and foreshadowing. So I hope they use fucking fusion next week. I hope they do. But what I wanted was fucking fusion, not Super Saiyan 4. Not Super Saiyan 4, but you know what? I can go off and happy saying that Super Saiyan 4 was literally nothing more than I go, here you go, fuckers. Here's your Super Saiyan Monkey Man, where he's out of here. He doesn't get the fucking win. He doesn't do anything more than Super Saiyan 3. Completely fucking useless. I don't actually even hate the fucking design. I don't even hate the design. I don't even hate the weird fucking bigger fucking hands. I don't even hate that. I don't even hate it. I just hated that it was a fucking thing, period, to begin with. But it didn't win, so I don't even fucking care. And here's the thing, is you guys are going to say, oh, you must hate Super Saiyan 4. I don't hate Super Saiyan 4. I think it's one of the coolest transformations and one of the coolest designs in this entire series, but I didn't want it from this series. I did not want it from this fucking series, because even though everyone kept trying to call it a GT 2.0, I have defiantly defended that it's not GT, because the only thing it ever took from GT was making Goku small. Nothing else about this series even remotely comes close to fucking GT. There are elements that GT used that you can see in this, but you can also say the same thing about Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. So the idea that Daima was this weird amalgamation of concepts from classic Dragon Ball, concepts from Z, concepts from GT, concepts from Super, was totally cool with that. And I've said that plenty of times, saying like, hey, this is a show that kind of combines all these different series into this different thing. That's how we got all these different fucking things. But to try to say that it's strictly just a GT 2.0, it was never that. But this was so fucking stupid. This was so fucking stupid. It served no fucking purpose to be that, other than to go, here you go, GT fanboys. You can't fucking get enough of it. You hate on Super because it didn't give you fucking Monkey Man. Here's your Monkey Man, but he doesn't do shit. The design is not the issue. The coloration, not the issue. The fact that it just appeared is the fucking issue. The fact that it does nothing is the fucking issue. It made it fucking worthless. If they were going to truly utilize Super Saiyan 4 for this goddamn fucking series, for period, if they're going to utilize Super Saiyan 4 moving forward in the concept of Dragon Ball across the board, they should have held it off for Broly and Broly only. They shouldn't have given it to anyone else. Because now now you have this problem of, hey, if Broly does get this transformation, if they do give Broly the Super Saiyan 4 transformation, if they do give Broly the look of being the Monkey Man, if they don't even make a snide jab at them going, oh, this kind of looks like that one thing I did all those years ago, why the fuck even do it, right? If there's a plan for late in the future to make Broly go Super Saiyan 4, and then there's a joke that leads up behind Goku going, that looks weirdly familiar. If there's not a snide jab at it in the end, I don't even fucking want it. I don't even fucking want it. Like, at that point, why fucking make Goku do this? You didn't have him get the fucking win. You did make it Super Saiyan 4 utilize do fucking nothing, and you should have saved it for Broly. That's my fucking piece on it. That's my fucking beef with this fucking episode. So now that I've said my piece, I've said my rant, let's close out the fucking review about this. Did I still love the episode in the end? Abso-fucking-lutely. I was still enjoying myself from start to finish. This episode looked fantastic. The action was fantastic. It was a bomb-ass transformation. I won't fucking deny that shit. It was cool as hell. It looked fucking cool. I don't even mind that it's mini. Hell, I'll say this. We'll say this. Even though I hope fusion happens next week in next week's episode, we could get, because the episode ends off with Glorio making that wish, right? Now, the next week's episode is labeled Betrayal. Me and my friends have been saying this. Me, SSB8, our friend Evan, we've been saying it literally since basically like episode 3 or 4. Glorio's going to betray Risu. He's going to do it. He's going to fully betray her. We've known it since the fucking like 3rd or 4th episode. We've only, at least me and my friend Evan, have been only hoping that his betrayal would be because he wants to take the power for himself. We were hoping for that, but a part of me always knew that was never going to be the fucking case. He was just going to betray her and side with Goku. And clearly that's what's going to happen. Clearly, what I think is going to happen next week is that Glorio's made the wish, and the wish is going to happen in the beginning of the episode, and then Goku and everyone's going to get turned back into adults, and boom, 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 there you go. Like, that's going to be the wish, and she's going to get mad, and then Gloria's going to like blast her or something, whatever. I don't know. And then adult Goku and them will be able to have their fully power utilized at their adult size, and they're going to team up and destroy Goma like it's nothing. Because I promise you, the only reason Goma is even standing a chance right now, even with the third eye, is because Goku and everyone are in their little bodies, so it's suppressing a lot of their abilities and their strengths and their better attributes. It's just because, like, yes, they can clearly utilize a lot of their strength and their transformations, but they would be so much better as adults, and we all know that. But that's what I think next week's going to be. The wish is going to make them big again, and the fight's going to end with them defeating Goma as adults, because, hey, by the way, we knew they were going to make this fucking wish, because this was the whole point of using the Demon Realm Dragon Balls. They're going to make the wish to make themselves adults again using the Demon Realm Dragon Balls. This is what's going to fucking happen. In the end, that's what I think is going to happen. And if you think so, let me know in the comments below. And if you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. If you think me and my entire rant about Super Saiyan 4 was wrong, let me know in the fucking comments below. But I want to end this off on one last thing. I have not hated this series at all. I have loved Daima, and I was really looking forward to Daima the minute it got released. I was not one of those fanboys that want to scream and rave, that only care about transformations, that only cares about the hype moments. I'm someone that actually loves this series and genuinely wants the best for this series, and I want to give a chance to every time the series gives us something new. I'm going to give it a genuine chance, but I'm going to tell you whether or not I fucking liked it or not. Like I said, I've enjoyed all of Daima, but there's been so many parts of Daima I'm like, son of a bitch, why did you do this? You wasted my time with like 2 episodes in this series. You wasted my time with this bullshit ass fucking transformation that serves zero purpose other than just to go, hi, I'm here, Super Saiyan 4, bye. It did fucking nothing. Will we see it again in next week's? I don't fucking know. But I was super excited to see this series move forward. To know that it was one of the last few things that Toriyama worked on, I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it genuine praise. But I love anything Dragon Ball, because I'm going to watch anything that says Dragon Ball. But I will be the first to say, fucking God, this shit stupid. I loved Superhero. I did not like the idea of Beast Gohan. I don't like the idea of rehashing fucking Cell. I liked what Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 were, but I definitely didn't like the concept of fucking the other shit behind Superhero. But I still watched it nonetheless because I was ready to see Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Super, Broly, look, it was making Broly canon in his own way. It was making Gogeta canon in his own way. I still loved the fuck out of that movie, but I was not cool with the idea of Broly at first. I had to watch it to really see how I felt about it. Hey, I love this series. I always look forward to it. The fact that this and maybe this one other movie that might be coming out, I've heard rumors of a movie, might be the last things that Toriyama worked on. I'm always going to give Dragon Ball a genuine fucking watch in the end, but I just expect so much more from this fucking series. This series has been so by the book since Battle of Gods came back out. I know Dragon Ball has always been a very simple story, a very simple plot, and there's nothing wrong with that. But Toriyama back during the era of classic Dragon Ball with Kid Goku and the era of Dragon Ball Z was far more unique, far more risk-taking, and far more creative with his fucking writing than anything that has come out since Battle of Gods. Battle of Gods may have been the most unique thing he's made to date, and fucking Res F was completely pointless. I still enjoyed it, but it was pointless. Super had a lot of interesting moments that, you know, Toriyama probably came up with in his little manuscripts, and then Toei and Toritaro took their own way with it. That's perfectly fine. I wish I could see Toriyama's transcript, you know, the little blueprints for each of the stuff. There are moments of Super I'm like, yes, okay, we have something unique here. I'm liking this. But again, since then, Dragon Ball has just pretty much played it safe, and I want this series, if it's going to continue, start taking risks, start doing wild shit, start pushing that envelope. I'm not talking about becoming berserk. Just push the envelope with your writing a little bit. Give us more twist villains. Give us more interesting plot points. Give us more valid writing. Give us shit to be excited about. Surprise us, Dragon Ball. Surprise us, because I felt like you really haven't surprised us since fucking 1996. Or at least for us here in America, since like 2002 when it finally went off the air or something like that.
I want this series to do better. I wish for this series to do better. And that's why it frustrates me when it plays it so safe, so basic, so by the book, and it doesn't do anything except pander to the lowest common denominator. But hey, this has been my fucking review of Dragon Ball Daima episode 18. Fuck, I'm so frustrated I can't talk. Dragon Ball Daima episode 18. If you disagree with anything I have to say, put in the comments below. If you agree with anything I say, put in the comments below. But that's going to be it, guys. And until next time, see ya.